And we're back.
Yeah.
Um, I. Oh, wait. Wait a minute. How do I. Which button is it? Oh, okay. I just had to press the Xbox controller real quick.
Button.
There we go.
When you say there, you mean the place where the victim was murdered, right?
Yeah, sort of. The place where something happened, anyway. Something? You can't hide what happened. We have photographic evidence. Now you see why I gave him that fucking voice?
Oh, I know exactly what he sounds like.
I couldn't remember if you did or not.
He screeches.
Yeah, he does. I imagine if he was... This guy would be a Rito if he was in the Zelda universe. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But not the cool later versions, the versions that are just people with beaks on.
Exactly.
Anyway, Mr. Wright, what were you doing at the scene of the crime? I thought you said you didn't know the victim, Mr. Swallow.
It was just a coincidence. We bumped into each other by accident.
A coincidence, huh? Bullshit!
You say you found the body, so who called the police?
Huh? Unfortunately, it was some other students that notified the police.
Other students?
That's correct, Your Honor. They were witnesses. I choked before I said honor.
I was about to say,
Okay, that's Payne talking. Witnesses who saw the defendant standing there next to the body in shock.
With a hand in his pocket, like a cool guy.
is that true, Mr. Wright? Were you standing there like a cool guy?
I'm gonna take that as a no, Your Honor. You stop seizing every second you're in a bind.
Well, it's true that I was pretty shocked when I found the body. But I...
Ah! So you didn't know his face or even his name, right? But you knew his talent.
Right. Well, no, that is... I mean...
So, which is it? Did you know him or not?
This is getting so fucking ridiculous. I swear I'm gonna start drinking.
Well, I guess I did know his name.
News to me. Why hadn't he told me before? Tell me that before.
I heard he used to date Dolly.
And Dolly is...
Ah, yes! That would be the defendant's lover, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne!
Oh, that bitch. Got it.
But that's all I knew about him.
Mr. Wright, you stated the following in your testimony. I hardly knew the guy to begin with.
That's right. I mean, why would I even...
But that doesn't sound right. If you hardly knew him, then why would you say that the victim was a stuck-up British wannabe? Jack Hughes! Well, Sneezy?
No, it wasn't me. I'm not a killer, I swear. Not today.
Okay, listen, I'm getting pretty fed up with this bullshit. I will give you an opportunity to revise your testimony.
His face.
How's about
It's perfect.
you think for just once in your life before you go and say anything else? It's a new experience for you. Try, damn you.
Yeah. Oh. The British wannabe. Oh. Yes, well... He was always walking around with a huge Union Jack on the back of his shirt.
Dante?
The shoe cutter.
Did you see it at the crime scene? The Union Jack, I mean.
Yes, that's right. I saw it at the crime scene. That's why I figured he must love British stuff, see? It's true. Cross my heart. I swear I didn't do it.
He's acting fishier than the salmon I ate last night.
That's so bad.
Miss Faye, may I ask you something?
Yes, Your Honor. What is it now?
Who is this person? The Union Jack fellow?
How drunk
How
are
old?
you?
How old are you, sir?
This many.
The Union Jack is the name of the United Kingdom's flag.
The Union Kingdom.
Uh,
I've only had one beer and I'm already laughing like crazy.
I see where this is going. Time for me to fall into a nightmare slump.
Stars and stripes.
Yep.
As usual, Your Honor, your insight astounds me.
Hey, something just occurred to me. Isn't there something strange about this bit just now? It feels like we're in a video game.
Yeah. Please tell me you're noticing the contradiction. I need to hear it from you. I need it. I need it so bad.
Mr. Grossberg, I'm sorry, I completely forgot you were here.
Shut up and tell me you know. Show the boy you mean business with evidence.
Emilia, check the court record carefully.
I am panicking so much right now.
Think you can handle it on your own from this point? God, I hope so.
Yeah. The contradiction.
I don't think there's a Union Jack anywhere in the picture.
Look at this. No, there's not.
Yeah, that
There
would
is
that
a-
would tempt me.
There is a broken umbrella, though, which the other lady does have in her character picture, so.
Yeah. I can
Keep that in mind for later. 1 year ago, I was in a courtroom just like this. This isn't the time for your main character monologue. I can do it. I can handle this myself.
Just, I need to know if you have this handled.
I'll be fine. I know what I have to do.
Just remember, you can always press in to get more information. And one more thing.
Press
One
him. I don't-
more thing.
Press him. Press him where? I don't see any buttons on him.
When you're
Jackie?
going to start contradiction, make sure you present some definitive proof.
Camilla, one more time from the very beginning of his testimony.
Okay, so I'm gonna save again.
Save.
There's so looking at this again, there's no Union Jack on the back of his jacket.
Nope.
No.
I'm hoping this is it.
Objection!
Okay, yeah.
Are you certain you saw the Union Jack?
Yeah, I'm sure. It was right there on his back.
Oh, fuck.
Alright, Miss May, I'm curious. I'll bite. Is there a point to this line of questioning?
Your Honor, please take another look at the crime scene photo.
How drunk is the judge right now?
He
As you can
hasn't
see, there's
started
that.
drinking yet. This is the moment. This
As,
is the moment.
as you can see, there's absolutely nothing on the victim's back,
Hey, wait a minute!
except for maybe some burn marks.
He's wearing a leather jacket. The Union Jack was on the back of the T-shirt he was wearing.
I was under the impression that you accidentally came across the body. But if that was really the case, then you wouldn't know that, would you? You have no idea. You have no idea at all what he was wearing underneath that jacket.
Whose side are you on, Mia?
You've been lying to me.
Please
Liar, liar,
forgive
pants
me!
on fire.
Yeah, what the fuck? You made our client cry.
Well, his pants are on fire. What do you want me to do?
Oh, God!
Let him. That pee on his chest doesn't stand for Phoenix
Oh,
anyway.
my God! Damn!
I think I missed a joke there, but whatever.
Pussy.
Can't believe I trusted him. Mr. Wright was all wrong. How dare he?
That was an impressive bit of cross-examination.
Shit.
Thank you for uncovering the defendant's lies for me.
Shit.
It's quite clear that this man did not simply stumble upon the scene of the crime.
Shit. Uh-oh. Did I go too far?
By the way, Mr. Wright, you seem to have a rather bad cold. Have you taken any medicine for it? Yeah, I took some, but...
Took some Dayquil about 5 minutes ago.
Was the medicine that you took an over-the-counter brand called Cold Killer X? Yeah, that's right. Kills cold good. Or kills colds good. Wait a second.
What is this RPG medicine thing?
How did you know I'm a big fan of Cold Killer X? Yeah, this episode is not sponsored by NyQuil. DM. Would you happen to have that medicine with you right now? Well, actually, I seem to have lost it somewhere.
Does this have anything to do with the case?
Mr. Wright, Mr. Reed.
Mr. Reed. Mr. Wright.
Shall I tell you where your cold medicine is right now?
I haven't watched that movie in years.
Haven't either. Huh? What? Your Honor, I'd like you to take a look at another photo from the crime scene. That would be the judge.
Oh, sorry.
The juice.
Sorry. I was busy drinking. Wait a second, that's the bullshit you said.
Objection!
Oh.
Yes, but first, how the hell did you get that photo from that angle?
They had to lay
yes,
on
but
the
it-
ground to do that.
But even I've got a bottle of Cold Killer X in my apartment. It's like meth.
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid that argument won't work.
What, meth?
There's no doubt as to who this bottle of meth belongs to. Especially since Mr. Wright's fingerprints are all over it.
Shit.
Sensing his murderous intent, Mr. Swallow must have picked up the bottle of medicine.
Shit.
Dropped by Mr. Wright and hid it in his hand. His purpose in doing so can only have been to identify his killer as Phoenix Wright.
I'm sorry, but if I'm in the process of getting murdered by someone, I'm not thinking that many steps ahead.
Yeah.
That's such a bullshit argument. You realize that, right? Like,
Your Honor, I'd like to present this photo and bottle as evidence, and I'd like to interrupt you all again.
Fine, fuck it. It's not like I'm in control of what goes on here. Me. So my life. Might as well ruin it and get super glue myself to this fucking chair.
I love how you just play the judge like he just don't give any shits.
This is pre-drunk.
Yeah, well, he's getting drunk now, I think. Found clutched in the victim's hand, covered in Wright's fingerprints.
Yeah, I ordered a
Also-
whole bunch of alcohol from Uber Eats.
Also, the victim's wristwatch. Ratch. I'm turning into fucking.
Scooby-Doo.
No.
Rich?
Rich Evans. Ish. Also, the victim's wristwatch was broken.
Broken? Oh no, like the horror.
Yes, Your Honor, it ceased functioning when a large wave of electricity passed through it. Well, Mr. Wright, do you have some kind of explanation for all of this?
This is really bad.
Oh,
Wow.
man. Oh, God. What really happened? The truth is, I went because he called me. He was in the pharmacology department, so we agreed to meet at 2:45 behind that building. We talked for a bit, and then around 3 o'clock, we split up. Then later, when I went back, I found him lying there. I'd been taking Cold Killer X for the last 2 or 3 days, but I lost my bottle of it around lunchtime on the day of the accident. And
Well, it would seem that you've given a little bit of thought and actually said something different. But that's about it.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I was afraid you wouldn't believe the truth. You'll forgive me if I say I hardly find your current testimony any more credible.
Well, go ahead, start doing your thing. I'm gonna take that as an excuse to drink.
Please, Mr. Wright, don't tell any more lies. Don't make me do stuff.
Don't make me do stuff. What really happened? The truth is, I went.
Have you ever met the victim before then?
No,
How's it feel,
never.
Phoenix? How does it feel?
Yeah, I'm doing. I had to. No, never. But that day he called me up and told me he wanted to talk about Dolly.
Okay, and this Dolly person is.
My it's kind of embarrassing. She's my sweetheart.
Well, when you say it like that, yeah, it is weird.
Also, Judge, have you ever heard of a threesome?
Can't say I have. Might try it out. What is that for me?
Oh, I'm sorry. I just felt like slapping something all of a sudden. Something. The closest thing was your ass.
Delia Hawthorne was the lover of the murder victim, Doug Swallow. Before she met Mr. Wright, that is.
This is one of those nasty love triangles. Fuck it.
He was in the...
Hold your britches! Was it Mr. Swallow who indicated you should meet at 2:45?
Yeah, and we were both there right on time.
You said the victim was in the pharmacology department?
Yeah, he was studying how to manufacture and improve pharmaceuticals.
I called it. It is drugs.
Everyone called him the alchemist of IV. Well, it's better that than the apothecary.
It's better that than.
Oh god.
It's
Wait,
better that than. It's better that than Edward.
oh god.
An alchemist, I see.
Alchemy.
An Alphin, I see.
I gotta admit, it was a little suspicious. He had a whole laboratory. It's Walter
Oh,
White.
It was meth. I called it.
It's Walter White. He had a whole laboratory and everything. It was filled with chemicals and strange machines that run on high voltage electricity. Son of a bitch.
That sounds fascinating. He sounds like he was like an ambitious young man.
Ambitious, I'm sure that's one word for it. You light your lighter in the wrong spot and the whole place goes up in flames.
Right? What do I do? Maybe I should ask him for another set. I mean, more details.
I'll ask about this. Oh.
I was wondering if you could tell us a bit more about the pharmacology department.
Well, okay, sure. I don't know all that much, though.
A little bit earlier in your testimony, you said something interesting. You said the department uses strange machines that run on high voltage electricity.
That's right, and they sure look dangerous. They use non-standard voltages, so there are high voltage cables everywhere.
High voltage cables.
Yeah, there were electrical poles set up all around the building. The high voltage cables run overhead around the roof.
Finally, I think we're getting somewhere. Now we're cooking with gas.
We talked for a bit, and then around...
So what is it you were talking about?
You know, that maybe we should hang out again sometime.
Hang out again sometime. I wish that were true.
Then later, when I went back and...
So you say you went back?
You have to keep interrupting me, miss?
Yes, it's part of my job.
Yeah, that's when I found the body.
Yes, but why did you go back in the first place? Weren't you angry with him? The quote-unquote British wannabe?
Well, that's right, I was.
Then why, Mr. Wright? Why did you go back? Why?
I thought maybe we could make up. You know, the threesome, I've been talking about that.
So that's why his man would swallow.
None of them are buying any of his bullshit. Not even him.
Judging by the atmosphere, pretty sure no one knows what threesome is.
I'd been taking cold kill.
It's rather unusual to catch a cold this time of year, isn't it?
Yeah, I always get a little careless when the weather starts to warm up. It's like, you know, getting an ear infection 20 different times a year.
It's only 2. It's still annoying.
I guess I
It
shouldn't
hurts like hell.
I guess I shouldn't sleep with the window open this early in spring, huh? So he has hay fever.
I suppose common sense is not always common.
Ah! Yeah.
So, did anyone else know that you were taking cold medicine straight out of a JRPG?
Well, I always took one after meals. So I'm pretty sure all my friends knew about it. But I lost my...
On the day of the incident, what did you do for lunch?
Huh? What does that have to do with anything?
Answer the question. You can never be too sure.
I always eat with Dolly, just the two of us. Dolly's homemade lunches are just the greatest. Her mini omelets are magically delicious.
Why did you punch me in the fucking jaw?
Because
Damn! She does not like her.
oh, I'm sorry, I just felt like something hurt. Just felt like hurting someone all of a sudden.
Why the fuck does she hate Dolly that much? I think
Yeah.
that's enough for now. I'm getting pretty slosh.
Otherwise, I think hemorrhoid guy over there is gonna get his back broken.
The defendant and the victim met at approximately the time of his death.
I half expect her to pick him up and suplex him now.
Just
That's
through,
gonna be fun.
through the stand.
The German suplex. And then the defendant returned to the scene for some unknown reason.
I'm not entirely convinced by his explanation about the medicine bottle either.
Let me be frank here, Mr. Wright. Your
Mr.
testimony
Anderson.
cannot be trusted.
What do you mean? I knew it was too much work for a little girl.
However, there is one mystery that still remains.
There is, Your Honor.
Now, the murder was carried out, of course. Okay, just how was the victim electrocuted? I don't believe the murder weapon has been produced yet. Correct.
Well, that is... You were correct, Your Honor.
So how
Did he
exactly was
seriously-
Mr. Swallow killed?
Did he seriously think he would win a murder case without presenting the murder weapon?
Apparently.
I guess.
It are are they that stupid?
Apparently.
Are the
He
people
was.
in this game that stupid?
Oh, did you read this line, Cody?
If I could somehow establish how it was done, maybe I could still come out of this mess smelling like a rose. Establish murder method because it's easy as shit.
Okay, I'm going to end this episode here.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.